This is Eat, Sleep, Invest, the marketing podcast for real estate investors to get more deals.
So let me give you a scale for a second. The Mortgage Bankers Association has a scale that they rate the availability of credit, not what money costs, but who can get the money, right? And they call it a mortgage credibility index or availability index, mortgage availability index. Before the virus, it was at 185. Today, it is at 100. So, Eddie, are you saying that almost half of the people that could get a mortgage before the virus can't get one today? Yep.
What, they're just being more strict on their underwriting guidelines and everything now?
It's exactly what it is. Now, so people think that one of the reasons that the mortgage, industry is in this blight that it's in is because of rates. And that is true. Rates have more than doubled in a year, right? When you look at the best mortgage rate today, or you go Google it, you realize that probably only less than 20% of the people, the best 20% of the people get that rate. And everybody else gets what? A higher rate. Exactly. So rates at the point they're at right now, even if you made all the income in the world and you could qualify for that much higher mortgage interest, the mortgage availability says, nope, we're not making a loan to you today. And so what that's left is what your audience should see as the biggest opportunity to do creative financing they've ever seen in their career.
Now, what are some of the reasons sellers agree to owner financing?
Number one, it's very simple. It's price.
They can get more doing the owner finance versus selling on the market.
You hadn't had anybody in the last couple of weeks that really wasn't going to take your price, have you?
Oh, yeah. It's been like that for, this whole year?
Okay. They're stuck on yesterday's Wall Street Journal price.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I know that we got a market that's on the slide and it isn't sliding the right way, right? And so understand that most real estate investors say, I'm going to have 20 candidates that I'm going to make an offer on their property, and one of them probably is going to take it, and 19 of them are not going to take it. Well, why don't you identify the people that could seller finance? There is a filter process that we teach. Who could seller finance? Right? And then once you identify that, then you make a creative offer. And by the way, Brian, a lot of real estate investors really don't know this, but probably 75% of seller financing that will be done in the next few years will be actually a second lien. It won't be a first. The seller's not carrying all of their equity. I don't mean that never happens. I just mean that more oftentimes than not, that there's other money put with the deal to make it work. So the seller carries soft terms, not for all of the price of the property, but for part of the price of the property.
How was that? Because are you saying because they already have a first mortgage?
Just because they have a wolf at their door. They need some money now. Or they can't, that's one of the things that people really have to understand is the way that you make creative financing work is you got to go look at the customer's problem and then say, how can I fix their problem? And I've developed a very simple process to go do that. It's what you would call an in-out sheet, right? You do it on every flip you do. What does it take to buy the property and what can I exit it for? You do that on every deal you do, right? There's really no other way to run a business in buying houses. You got to go figure out what you can sell it for before you can figure out what you can buy it for. So I do the exact same thing, but I also, include financing maybe you're going to do a sub 2. Maybe you're going to do the existing loan. Maybe they owe 50% of the value of the property, and it's in a low interest rate loan that you could take over. Maybe they do need some cash up front. Maybe they do have an immediate cash need. That's totally legit. You got what I'm saying? So they may, you might get them to carry part of the financing, but not all of the financing. The smaller the amount of financing they carry, the softer the terms I'm going to want.